gotta fix something with the clutch. So this is a perfect time to teach my wife how to drive stick shift, because really low-end, torquey stick shift cars are easy to learn on. You remember on the G-Wagon, clutch in.
Got it.
First gear.
Got it.
All right, feather, the gas, and the clutch. You got this. Oh! Woo! She's a pro! All right, let's see second gear.
All right.
Clutch in. Bam. Bam. She's cruising.
I'm cruising.
How much easier than the G-Wagon?
So much better.
So much better, right? I told you. I tried teaching her in like a 100 horsepower 1980 G-Wagon. That's very difficult. You need low-end V8 supercharged power to teach your wife how to drive stick. Isn't it easy once you get going?
Yes.
All right, guys, my wife basically knows how to drive stick. Obviously, we're gonna have her drive all the other stick cars and really practice with some power. Oh my gosh. She likes the handling of the Cobra too. I think she likes the power as well. So the clutch right now is feeling fine. It was when I was really beating on it that it started to smell. So we gotta go back to legit street quarters and fix this. Good job, babe. Woo! Just like that, the Cobra is back at legit street quarters, and I'm ready to work. This will make sense later, but we're doing a rear cylinder head mod that requires me to remove the whole transmission. Oh yeah. Early 2000s Ford. So I'm gonna start by removing the shifter, 2 bolts. Last bolts, she's out. Underneath the car, I'm just disconnecting all of the electrical connectors, so this pull harness right here can swing out of our way, so we can take our nice T56 out of here. I also pulled the wire for the trans temperature sensor, and on my way to the lake house, I was able to record the transmission temperature. It's about 210 in stop and go traffic, so I was actually surprised. I never thought about how hot manual transmission fluid gets, but in some cases that's hotter than auto trans fluid. Anyway, we got to take out the entire exhaust system pretty much here because it gets in the way of the trans and the drive shaft. It has a drive shaft loop, and we need to take that out. I've hung this up. We're gonna do this first. I sprayed it down. Surprisingly, this stuff is not that bad. It's low miles. It's a little rusty, but see it works. Alright, we're gonna break it free at the collectors. Not bad. Okay. This side broke free as well. Big Butter. Nickname for the Cobra, I think, is gonna be Liquid Butter. At least in the Palmieri family household. My son called it the Liquid Metal Terminator, and my wife just wanted to name it Butter. Equalizer X-Type patent pending. It's been 20 years. I wonder if they got the patent. Shimmy sham. It's been equalized. For the back, we have some hangers. Man, these hanger tools are pretty sweet. There we go. Tool stuck. Actually, I'm gonna cut this off right now. These are separate pieces here, and they're being held together by this. All right, we got unraveled road race light right here. They've been disconnected. They were conjoined at birth. Slide this out like that. The Sony exhaust coming out. You know what's crazy? This thing has like no rubber in the back. So like, definitely wasn't a drag car. Okay. Sweet, divide and conquer. We have no exhaust on our Mustang. Going around removing all the drive shaft bolts. There we go. Last one. There we go. All right, she's coming out. Sweet. This is a very light, nice aluminum drive shaft. I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's factory. It's a popular upgrade though when you have a steel drive shaft. It's aluminum. And you go like this, even if you have weak muscles. TA, sorry buddy. We'll be back on you soon. Don't worry. Firebird and the Cobra. They fight. Let's go ahead and get this trans mount off. And now for these guys. Going around removing all of the transmission bolts loose. Some of them require a really long extension. I got this one on top. Okay, 2 more at the bottom. Shallow. Useful. Here, get out of here. Did I learn from my lesson? Yeah, I did. Oh, much nicer. So this is the clutch fork, and we need to disconnect the cable, so we'll pry it in like that. Really nice and easy. Little clip. Oh my gosh. This slides right through. Through there. What? There we go. Okay. I think we are disconnected on the trans side. She's separated. So what are we going to find in here? I'm so curious on the clutch. It's probably stock. Trans fluid. Hit my arm. It's hitting the shifter right now. Oh, we do have an aftermarket shifter though. Yes, I'm going to replace that. Cool. Does feel good. around the Cobra transmission. I'm excited to look at this and show you guys that this has just a regular cable throw-off bearing, not hydraulic. Kind of weird, but she's coming down. So gosh, I gotta say that looks pretty stock to me, guys. Yeah, so, I mean, this thing is modified, and you know, I'm probably gonna modify it some more at some point. So we should probably replace the clutch. But that's not really the main reason why I'm taking this trans out. It's because we need to link the back of the cylinder heads, which we'll get to here in a minute. Let's get the bell housing out of here. And the clutch. Looks like we got a Ford logo. She looks pretty stock. We're removing all the bell housing bolts next. Now this should just pry away. Come on, come on, come on. It's coming out. I have to remove the starter for the bell housing. Can't see much, but it is a pain, total pain in the butt. The reason why the LS is better. I like this engine a lot. It's much harder to work on. The LS is just easy. This is not easy. So now we should be able to get this bell housing out. A little pry bar action. More cowbell.
I could have used a little more cowbell.
Oh, she's loose, just stuck on the dowel on this side. Man, this dowel is all stuck down into her head. Oh, gotcha. Woo! Get out of here, bell housing. Oh, yeah. This guy right here was not happy. We're going to be working on this transmission a little bit later in the video. It's kind of in my way. Ah, it's no problem though. Just pick this up.
A car title loan is a type of secured loan that borrowers can use.
He's on the table, just like that. Like I say, I just turned 41 and I feel fantastic. I've been working on core strength for lower back pains and eating these, the Grooms gummies. They're so good. They come in this little convenient pouch. Oh my God, these things are so good. So this isn't a multivitamin. It's not just a greens gummy. It's literally all of that into one. And it's a delicious snack. I cannot get enough. You get a few of these little green gummies in each pack because they can't just fit all of this stuff into one. And so this is a convenient and very affordable way to make sure you're eating super clean ingredients that are going to keep you healthy. This is also vegan, gluten-free, nut-free, dairy-free, no artificial colors or flavors. I can't tell you how good these things are. They say you just need one pack a day, but I've been eating more. And so these are going to help you out with gut health, energy, immunity, recovery, beauty, and the list goes on. All you have to do is eat one of these packs a day. Did I tell you how good they are? Grooms is also very comprehensive and accurately dosed. So you'll see here, you're gonna get 100% of your major vitamins, 25% of your minerals, and this is a big one. A lot of people don't get enough dietary fiber. You're gonna get 6 grams in just one snack bag. Health has become a very important part of my life, and Grooms just makes it so easy to make sure I'm getting all of the good stuff every single day. And if you guys wanna try this out, you can click on my link down below and save up to 52%. So this is limited. Act fast. Click on the link down below. Man, I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about how delicious these are. I've never had something taste so good that's just so good for you. Anyway, check it out. Link down below. Let's go ahead and remove this pressure plate. 2 bolts all the way around. Stay. Got them all. Get some dowel pins here holding it in. That's good. Pry bar action never hurt anybody. There we go. More dowel. That's out. Where's the clutch? There she is. Factory clutch right here. Yeah, it doesn't look horrible, you know. It's definitely used. Not bad. I've seen worse. Aha. Here we go. Heat spots like crazy. So the clutch was gripping from the little tests that I did, but it's starting to smell and definitely heat up. Look at that. Yeah, same thing on the pressure plate. Okay, cool. I'm all about it. This does look factory. Yep, it's got the old Ford stamp there, engine side. You done good, boy. You done good. Fist bump. Respect. Let's get this flywheel off next. Let's pull. Oh, we got a little spacer in here. Cool. Gotta hold this so it doesn't fall. Love taps? There we go. Love taps. All right. Oh, it's light. I'll tell you that much. It is stamped Ford. Someone kind of etched that in by hand. It's very light. It has a factory aluminum flywheel. Looks like it. Wow. Good job, Cobra. That's pretty sweet. Doesn't look like the rear main seal is leaking, but we will replace that. Right now, though, I want to tackle something that caused some issues on these engines, which is cylinder head cooling in the rear. As you can see, we have a coolant pipe going to this side, and this side just has a freeze plug. And the rear cylinders usually run the hottest on pretty much every engine, and the issue here is that if those cylinders are running hotter than the rest and you're tuning based off of one O2 sensor, usually one wideband sensor, you're not individually probed as far as wideband or heat, you could see a decent number, but those back cylinders could be a little bit hotter than the rest. We don't want that. We don't want them to melt. So I've already drained the coolant. What we need to do next is pop out this freeze plug, but we have this factory EGR tube in the way, so let's get it out of the way. All right, here we go. Oh, what? Oh my gosh. That's easy. These always get stuck, but not on a 13,000 mile Cobra. This thing has 13,000 miles now because I drove it to Lake Garage. Anyway, let's take this. Okay, yeah, that should be good. We don't really need to disconnect it much more than this. That'll give us enough room, I think. All right, to remove a freeze plug, you just need a little bit of violence in the form of a hammer and a chisel. Okay. I swear we drained. There's always some, but we knocked it out. And we just gotta pull it out all the way like that. And we just need a little bit of pliers in here. Get it right out. Get it right out. Get out. Gotcha. Hey, actually, it's in pretty good shape. Yeah, usually you destroy these things to get them out. You poke a hole in them and you twist them up and everything, but I'm just gonna chalk it up to low mileage. I don't know. So here is the inside of a coolant jacket of our engine. It is clean. This is just from the freeze plug, so the seal, get rid of all that stuff. Get out, don't get in my engine. It's so nice working on a low mileage car. Look at this engine. Check out some of the bolts we're dealing with here, people. They're so nice. These are the parts that we're gonna use with the freeze plug out. So as you can imagine, this is now gonna replace the freeze plug, and I really like this piece. It comes with 3 O-rings, and then this is going to go on the passenger side, and we have really nice fittings and hoses. The Hannibal Lecter mask is on, which means we must cut. We need this hole in order to bolt in one of our fittings, and this bracket's in the way. It's got a bolt right here. This is very over bracketed, if that's a real word, I don't know. So we're just going to chop it. There we go. Well, you guys probably saw this before I did. I mean, obviously if I saw it, I would have stopped, but I cut the EGR tube. It kind of stinks, but we do have multiple welders here at Legit Street Quarters. They don't really ever get used, but they're gonna be used now. All right, we got Liam in the house. He's gonna try and TIG this thing. You can do it. There we go, there we go. The welding, it's not going too hot. It's literally too hot. It's kind of burning through, so we're getting lucky here with the CGR too. We got to remove it no matter what, whether we're going to replace it or try and weld it again. Hopefully it's not too hard to snake out, but man, I gotta say, I feel dumb. I was looking at that thing, I'm like, don't cut that, and I didn't think I was on it, but I was. Biggest mistake of my life. All right, well, this is like the easiest EGR tube ever. We might just replace it, I don't know. Yeah, that's what happens when metal is really thin. It just blows right through. But you guys want to see something even crazier than that? This thing's already been welded. Look at this. I don't think that's factory. Like, they even ground it down in some areas. That's weird. With the EGR out of the way, it's a good time to install this guy. But you know, with these triple O-rings, gotta get some MB sunroof grease on there. It's the only way this could possibly ever.
$5 a day invested for 1 year, and you could have $1,900. $5 a day invested for
successfully worked. Hang on, I'm getting ahead of myself here. We have to remove this guy. Ugh. Quarter drive. It's the only one that fits in. There we go. And we just have 2 bolts to remove. There's that. Stuck. Come on, little buddy. Yes. It's coming out. Was this triple O-ringed also? Ah! Where's all this water coming from? Oh my gosh. Cleaning the floor up. Get away from the tools. Get away, get away, get away. All right, there's this. Loosen up the clamp up there. Oh, single O-ring. What? Just used some miraculous Ford goop in there to make it seal, I guess. I'm just kidding, the O-ring probably did it all. Get this stuff out of here. So now we can get our barb fitting into this factory hose like so. I'm utilizing the factory clamp here. And well, we can go ahead and install this. Reposition this thing. Should go right about there. Push it right in. Okay. Sweet, that was easy. They do give you different bolts for this. Went with that, twist it around, and thread it in. Ooh, this little tool I got, it's coming in clutch right now. No pun intended. And check out the new clutch that just came in from McLeod. We'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, this little guy is sweet. All right, a couple little Alex thumb clicks. Click, click, clack. Another one. Click. Passenger side's all done. Now we just have to route this over yonder. All right, there we go. Nice and tight. All right. cylinder head mod is done. So now the back of both cylinders are gonna get fed coolant, and it'll save this driver's side head. That's always the one that goes bad. Before our sweet new clutch, we're gonna do a couple of while you're in there's, including a rear main seal and the pilot bearing. Although both of these are in excellent condition because they have like 13,000 miles on them, we had the trans out, so we changed the oil in the last video. I'm gonna drain some of it into a 2% organic milk container. All right, oil coming out. Still looks minty fresh. I just drained most of the oil, and most of the time you don't even really need to do that. It just depends where the oil level is going to be. Like here's the oil pan, it'll probably be okay, but easy steps so you don't make a mess. And something I wanted to point out when you're doing a rear main seal is pay attention to how far in this goes. That way you make sure to set yours exactly the way it was. All right, with these rear mains, a couple lug taps with a hammer, it kind of pokes through it. You can use a little pry bar if you want as well. Just kind of pluck it out of here. Pluck. Look, it's a feisty one. Aha, don't fight it, mermaid. Get out of here. All right, just gotta go around. There we go. Okay, here's our rear main. Possibly part of it. What we actually pulled out was not the rear main seal. This is called a slinger or a baffle, and it basically goes over the actual rear main seal. So this is our new one, and you can see the old one right here. A lot of people leave these out. I actually don't even see a listing for this anymore. It's more or less like a dust shield if it's on the outside, and it's supposed to kind of hold the seal in better. It's very debated online whether they're needed or not. I'll keep looking for one, but when you remove them, sometimes they get kind of mangled, so I don't think that's any good either. But let's get this rear main seal out. Since the seal is going to be recessed into the crank, we're taking a quick measurement, a little over 10 millimeters, and that's how deep the new one will need to go in. If your rear main seal is recessed in like this, they can be a pain in the butt to get out, but let me show you a little trick. We're going to use a center punch, like so, and a very small drill bit. Drill right through the seal. Then we're going to take a sheet metal screw, just drill it in a little bit until it bites. That's good right there. With our screw installed, we're going to use some pliers now, and just kind of pry it. There we go. Yeah, we got it. All right, sweet. It's fantastic. We got it out. Before we get our new rear main seal in, and just in case we need to get violent with heat and stuff, we are going to remove this pilot bearing now. But before violence commences, we're just going to try the proper tool. So these two little arms are going to fit right inside. So once the little teeth go inside of your bearing, we just tighten it down, and those will spread out to grip the inside. And now when we turn this nut, it'll pull this out. So we'll just keep on turning it. It'll come slow in the beginning. Come on.